So I have a fun video for you today in a new collaboration. This collaboration is a group of a bunch of us girls. I'm going to try to say all the names. So it's Khristina, Hannah, Megan, Beth from Scrapping Wonders, and I think that's it. Maybe. I will be sure to leave video links and channel links down below. And we are starting a new monthly video series that is called Inspired By. So every month we're going to be inspired by something that's maybe not scrapbooking related at all. And this month we were to be inspired by another hobby. So if you saw the photograph that's at the beginning of my video, I was inspired by the hobby of pyrography. If you don't know what pyrography is, it is wood burning. So it's when you take wood and you have these wood burners that have all these different fun tips and you burn designs into your piece of wood. And I just remembered the name of the third person, or the fifth person. Anyway, Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life is going to be joining us on this inspiration too. So I'm sorry this video is a bit choppy. Definitely having some editing issues today. I'm not sure what is going on. So what I decided to do was I pulled all of my brown distress inks. So we have Stained Walnut, we have Vintage Photo, we have Antique Linen, Ground Espresso, all my browns and tea dyes. And I'm just stamping all those colors onto this big stamp. This stamp is from Stampin' Up. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the paper onto the stamp and use a brayer. And what I'm basically doing is just, it reminds me a little bit of maybe what you do with a jelly plate, kind of. But the idea is to give that wood look, that you get with wood of all different saturations and things like that. So that's what I'm doing here. So this stamp is from Stampin' Up, and I have all my distress inks, and I'm just putting them on the stamp and then spritzing them with a bit of water. And I'm going to stamp backgrounds. I'm going to end up stamping, I'm going for something that looks like a diagonal pattern here. So that's how I am creating those stamped images. And there we go, stamping, giving it one more stamp, and then rolling it with the brayer. I think this turned out really, really good. So this is the design that I decide on for my background. I'm going to put one last little stamp right there on the corner to kind of create that diagonal. And then I'm going to set it aside to dry a little bit. It's not super wet or anything, but I thought, well, the wetter, the drier it gets. I'm always a big fan of drying everything. So I'm going to clean my stamp and set it aside, and then I'm going to get started on the rest of my layout. So another part of my stash I decided I really wanted to use were these mixed media pieces. So what this was a long time ago, I was playing with stencils and I mixed, I think it's whipped spackle with a Vintage Photo distress ink reinker, and I put it through the stencil just to play around. And I think I did use a couple on a layout, but these were kind of like extra that I just set aside into my stash. And when I was going through products deciding what I wanted to use in my stash, I came across these and thought that they would be perfect to create some of that contrast of the brown and the wood. So I'm going to go ahead here and mat my pictures onto those two pieces of the white cardstock with the stencil through it. I think my tape runner ran out here, so now I've disappeared on you. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to go ahead and I put the two pieces together. I'm going to mat the pictures on, and then I'm going to go ahead and put another mat of that light pink paper across the back. And I'm distressing the edges with my tonic distress tool, and I don't know what I'm doing or why I left. I also don't have the faintest clue as to why I didn't edit that out, but there we go. Now I did. So I'm deciding where I want my picture to be placed, and I knew some of these stamps that I had created on this page were going to get covered up. And so I'm okay with that because I like how they peek around my photos. So I'm going to use this mat here, this paper here to mount my photos. This is paper from Cocoa Vanilla Studios from their Endless Summer collection. I have been loving this collection. I got it a little bit later. It was released, because they're an Australian company, it was released in what would be my winter. And a lot of the local, local to me in the U.S., scrapbook stores didn't carry it because it was a summer collection. But I was able to get some from a store that I love. So I just discovered them, and they're awesome. If you're a Coco Vanilla Studio fan, my little scrapbook store is the best. So I'm just roughing the edges up. Again, I want that woody kind of look. I'm going for like this like woody look. I don't know how else to describe it, and I'm going to get myself coughing because I'm going to laugh. So I'm going to put my photo here, and then I'm just going to take and embellish a little bit. I don't want to embellish a ton on this layout because I really, really love that gorgeous background, and I want to be able to have that background on display and to use it and to have it, show a lot. So, oh, there's my son and his fidget spinner. Sorry about that. So here I pulled out some of the elements from the Endless Summer collection that has that doily shape. So the pink paper that's behind both of my photos have these little doilies on it, and I want to pull in more of those doilies. And there was this one little cut apart sheet that had a doily on it, so I'm just fussy cutting it out now. And I'm going to go ahead and ink it up and place it, I think I cut it in half and place it in 2 different spots onto my photo. To get, I want a little bit here and there of this doily, and this layout is part of a series of layouts of my sister's wedding, so there isn't a lot to say about it or journal about it, and I'm not even going to give it, I think the title I'm going to give it is just a title that is part of the Endless Summer collection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute some embellishments. I think, if I remember correctly, I did in fact use like 90% of the embellishments are just from this Endless Summer collection. So it is pretty versatile. My sister was married in June, but it's still a pretty versatile collection. And so this is going to work as my title, this part of the puffy sticker sheet that says "So Sweet," which I thought was really appropriate because it's both of my sisters and my nephew and my brother-in-law. And we were just all dressed up and pretty, so we were taking lots of pictures, right? That's what you do. When you know you look good, you take lots of pictures. And I knew I wanted to add some puffy stickers both to the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to continue to embellish here and create more of that diagonal design from the top to the bottom. So I fidgeted a lot with the embellishing on this layout, and I ended up grabbing a cut-apart sheet from Webster's Pages and Due Day collection, which you can see right there, and cutting just a couple of these squares out to use as bases for my embellishment clusters. So I also added, and you see like my little dancing fingers. That's how I embellished most of this layout, because I was like, I don't know, put things here, put things there. Yeah, no. Sometimes that's how it goes, right? All right. So I wanted to create the corner there. I wanted to fill the corner in. I didn't want any gappy spots, because who likes gappy spots? Not me. And so I'm going to just keep fidgeting and fidgeting. I cut a lot of this out of the video because I felt like it was just mundane and so boring to watch me kind of just put stuff here and put stuff there and then put it somewhere else. So in lieu of journaling, I decided to go ahead and grab some of these clippings stickers. These are a new product from Tim Holtzer from his Ideology line, and it is actually like little pieces of different books, like different quotes from different books and all kinds of cool fonts and colors, and it's really, really an awesome set of stickers. And there's, I think, 4 sheets of different stickers in each pack. So I really have been enjoying using those on my layouts, especially on layouts like this where journaling, there isn't a lot to journal about or anything like that. So now what I'm doing is I'm going through all of my different embellishing embellishment clusters and just making sure that there's no white space, there's no trapped white space, there's no funny gaps or weird angles that your eye's going to go to. And I just want to make sure that everything flows smoothly and is layered well on top of each other. And then the things that I like, I'm going to go ahead and just start sticking things down onto my layout. So now I decided I'm pretty happy with what I have going on in this layout. I feel like the clusters are even. I feel like they're spread well from the top right to the bottom left. And so I'm going to go ahead and just add some gold Heidi Swap color shine. And that will complete this layout. I hope you have enjoyed this layout. Be sure to check out everyone else's layouts that are uploaded today and see what hobbies they chose. We all chose completely different hobbies to be inspired by, and we came up with some really kind of awesome ideas. So I hope you've enjoyed my layout inspired by pyrography or wood burning, and if nothing else, you know that that's a hobby now, so that's pretty cool. I just am gonna go. I think I'm finished now. Yeah, okay. I do that a lot. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you again soon. Bye.